こんばんは。12月8日読んでいきたいと思います。2 years ago, the UN requested billions of dollars for the relief effort. It was a good time to ask. The Saudis were eager to repair their image, tarnished by the war and the killing of Yamal Khashoggi, a dissident journalist. The United Arab Emirates, which led to the coalition's ground war in Yemen until last year, was also on a publicity drive. Along with Kuwait, they both gave generously. As a result, countless lives were saved. はい、ありがとうございます。これは絶対に1000万円稼ぎます。はい、こんばんは、バッキーです。12月9日、読んでいきます。Lately, Saudi Emirates and Kuwait have had other priorities. Saudi Arabia hosted an international pledging conference in June after it vowed to give $5,000 million this year, down from $750 million last year. The kingdom has since lowered its commitment to $300 million, better than the UAE, which so far this year has pledged nothing. It is particularly reprehensible to promise money, which gives the people hope that help may be on the way, and them to dash those hopes by simply failing to fulfill the promise, says Mark Lowcock, the UN's Emergency Relief Coordinator. はい、ありがとうございます。これは絶対に1000万円稼ぎます。おやすみなさい。12月11日やっていきたいと思います。Saudi Arabia, desperate for a face-saving way out of the war, may be turning the screws on the Houthis かな。Starving the north is unlikely to work, but the Houthis will not like the loss of revenue. They themselves divert aid and sell it for profit. They even tried to impose a 2% levy on aid shipments to ensure food reaches the right to people. The UN wants to introduce a biometric ID system that Houthis allows to see the control. はい、ありがとうございます。それは1000万円絶対に稼ぎます。はい、12月10日やっていきたいと思います。昨日やるの忘れてたんかな。Growing up at last night. 忘れてたか。30 years after reunification, Germany is starting to shoulder its responsibilities. It has a lot more to do. Margaret Thatcher feared and openly opposed the reunification of East and West Germany. Francois Mitterrand was said to have shared her worries, though he accepted it was inevitable. Giulio Andreotti repeated a popular quip that he loved Germany so much he preferred it when there were two of them. Yet, despite the reservations of the British, French and Italian leaders in 1990, a new country came into being 30 years ago on October 3rd. With 80 million people, it was immediately the most populous country and the mightiest economy in Europe that until then had for roughly equal principles. Ever since, statesmen and scholars have grappled with the problem of how to deal with the reluctant hegemon at the heart of Europe. How should Germany lead without dominating? Indeed, after the enormities of Nazism, can it be trusted to lead at all? はい。 りがとうございます。それは絶対に1000万円稼ぎます。あざっす。15日読んでいきたいと思います。The 30 years on German reunification has been a resounding success. East Germans were freed from the dull yoke of communism with just 3 chancellors in 3 decades. The new liberated Germany has been steady and pragmatic. It has championed the expansion of the European Union to the east and the creation of the euro. It has powered solid, if unspectacular growth across a continent. At least until COVID-19, Europe survived the economic crisis of 2007-8, the euro panic of 2010 and 12, and the migration surge of 2015-16. Germany has thrown its weight around less than skeptics feared, though indebted thousand Europeans are still so about crisis era austerity. はい。ありがとうございます。それは絶対2000万円稼ぎます。ありがとうございます。12月16日やっていきます。Under its next chancellors, Germany needs more ambition. The need is most acute when it comes to security. Military spending is rising in Germany but remains far below the 2% of the GDP that NATO members are supposed to contribute. Even within Chancellor Angela Merkel's Christian Democrats, this is a touchy issue. It is even more so for her coalition partners, the Social Democrats, and for the Greens, who may help form the ruling coalition after next year's election. More important, Germany has been too cautious in its policy toward Russia and China, tending to put commercial interests ahead of geopolitical wants. The construction of Nord Stream 2, a gas pipeline connecting Russia and Germany, is a case in point. It undermines the interest of Ukraine, Poland, and the Baltic states, but until now, Mrs. Merkel has refused to cancel it, despite the outrageous behavior of President Vladimir Putin, nor has she listened much to those in her own party who warn that it is too risky to allow Huawei, a Chinese firm, to supply Germany with 5G telecom equipment. はい、ありがとうございます。俺は絶対に1000万円稼ぎます。あざっす。ワッキーです。12月18日いきましょう。Still, there are signs of a shift. This week it emerged that Mrs. Merkel had gone to visit the Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny in hospital in Berlin, where he was recovering from being poisoned. Huawei is to face steeper bureaucratic hurdles in Germany than previously envisaged, and Mrs. Merkel is showing doubt, albeit faint, about Nord Stream 2. She increasingly accepts Emmanuel Macron's argument that America is becoming uncertainly ally, and that Europe will have to do more to help itself no matter who wins November's presidential election. This does not yet add up to a more assertive Germany leading a more assertive Europe, but it is a shift in the right direction. はい。ありがとうございます。それは絶対に1000万円稼ぎます。おやすみ。こんばんは。12月20日やっていきましょう。Likewise, Germany needs to do more on the economic front. The pandemic has accomplished what the euro crisis did not. しなかったことを達成したよと。Forcing the EU's richer countries to show more solidarity with the poor. はい。まあ、連帯的なものをより見せることにさせたと。豊かな国は the agreement over the summer to set up a 7,050 billion euro かな recovery fund to be financed by common debt has been a crucial shift that Germany until recently would not have allowed. 最近までは許されなかった大事なシフトだと、回復7500億ユーロの回復資金っていうのはというものは重要な転換点であった。More than half of the fund will be given as grants rather than adding yet more debt to the highly indebted. The fund may yet be delayed, but it is a sign that Germany is at long last shouldering its responsibilities. More of this will be needed in the next 30 years if Europe's currency union and perhaps even the EU itself are to survive. But the boundless republic かな is growing up. はい。ありがとうございます。はい、絶対に俺は1000万円稼ぎます。ありがとう。はい、12月21日です。では読んでいきます。Mass destruction China's countryside. China is tearing down small villages to force residents into bigger ones. It should give villagers property rights instead. In the past 30 years, tens of millions of Chinese farmers have moved to cities to work. While these have boomed, villages have hollowed out. Often, the elderly share them with the children left in their care. Houses lie empty with too few pupils. Many rural schools have closed, forcing children to trek long distance daily or attend often grim state-run boarding school. はい、ありがとうございます。英語の分厚い辞書買います。俺は絶対に1000万円稼ぎます。おやすみ。はい、12月23日です。じゃあ、やっていきます。22でした。ごめんなさい。Many provinces have devised a remedy for this malaise かな。It involves knocking down village and building new, bigger ones to accommodate the residents of several scattered hamlets. The land where demolished houses stood can then be plowed up and sown with crops born for a country that has 1/5 of the world's population, but less than 1/10 of it. Arable land. OK。はい、俺絶対に1000万円稼ぎます。ありがとうございます。こんばんは。23日やっていきましょう。Many elderly villagers remember the famine in 1959-61 after Mao Zedong forced them onto collective farms and his disastrous Great Leap Forward. The margins of villages is causing another man-made calamity. It is rarely lethal, but still cause vast suffering. はい、ありがとうございます。何としてでも俺は絶対に1000万円稼ぎます。はい、ありがとう。